Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome back to our Pikmin 2 looking at stuff in the Piklopedia and such videos that we're doing. If our first subject would like to join us over here, he's kind of wandering away. There we are. It's the Gatling Groink, nightmarish creature he is. Valued at 7 Pokos, we've lost 8 to him in battle, and we've defeated 7. Gatling Groink, Megaplod caliberisi, unknown family. This beastly predator's aggressive ejection of high-speed projectiles makes it one of the most fearsome creatures in the ecosystem. Its body seems to comprise of both biological and mechanical components, and represents one of the most evolutionary advanced specimens ever observed. The chamber within its torso gives it rapid-fire biopellet launch capabilities. What appears to be a tail fin is in fact the base of its counterweight and ammunition cylinder. So, immobilizing this appendage will prevent the Groink from attacking, at least in theory. Confirmation of this suspicion remains elusive, as nobody has volunteered to test it. I actually do wonder if that's something that you could actually do in-game. I never really thought of that. Huh. Remove the cannon and ammo stockpile, then vigorously tenderize the meat with a heavy mallet. Stir fry with caramelized onions and figwort sprouts. Spoon over a steaming bowl of fluffy white rice and douse with chili sauce. Delicious. Though I don't really think I'd ever want to eat this thing. And if you would just stop wandering all over the place and attack these carrots, please. Come on, come back this way. I want to demonstrate your disgusting, hatred of you. Come back. Or we can sort of see it. Petrify you, and move on. We have the iridescent flint beetle. You can't really kill them, so you can't collect them, and they do no harm to your Pikmin. And you can't technically defeat them either. They are pretty much immune to all damage. Iridescent flint beetle. Pili envelopens. Flint beetle family. Flint beetles are nocturnal, choosing to hide in the grass by day and stay active at night. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomachs to sustain them through winter, but given the right stimulus, they will spit them out. Kinda gross. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems that this pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton of the flint beetle its beautiful sheen. I see. An essential flavor accentuating ingredient in gumbo and jambalaya. Also delicious in soups, broths, and marinades. Would you like to put a flint beetle in your soup? Of course, it really will have no interest in the pick carrots, but it can still be petrified. Neat. Following this up, we have the iridescent glint beetle. Same deal as the flint beetle. Can't be killed, can't kill anything, can't be collected. Iridescent glint beetle. Pili auricus. Glint beetle family. This variety of beetle consumes subterranean minerals. Due to the fact that it rarely emerges above ground, sightings of this particular species are extremely rare. While minerals are this beast's primary source of food, the beetle itself does not have the ability to digest these minerals. Instead, metabacteria living inside the beetle's stomach chemically break down the minerals. The resulting purified metal is discharged, but rare metals such as gold and platinum crystallize onto the iridescent glint beetle's shell, resulting in the beautiful laminated shimmer. This precious treat is exceptionally rare. I could sell it back home for a fortune. Then I could use the cash to upgrade my kitchen, buy galactic class ingredients, and even star in my own cooking show. The Insect Gourmet. What, you're not gonna tell us how to cook this one, Louie? Rip off. Again, it's not gonna be too interested in carrots, but we can still petrify it. And last in this little line is the Doodlebug. We've lost 1 Pikmin to them because of the poison gas. Unfortunate. And, of course, much like the other beetles, they can't really be defeated. Doodlebug. Pili flatularum. Fart jokes. Flint beetlebug family. While life forms that excrete foul musk to warn danger are not rare, the doodlebug is the only species known to release flatulence when active above ground. Interestingly enough, Interestingly enough, since it is merely releasing the gas created by the decay of the contents in the creature's intestines, it does not have a special musk-producing organ. This means the creature is in fact merely flatulating. Spectral analysis of the rank gas indicates it contains not only methane, but hydrogen sulfide as well, making the flatulence a grade 13 biohazard. Wario wishes he had farts that dangerous. Looking for flavor that will surprise and delight your guests, this beet's aroma may surprise your guests, but it won't be delightful. So apparently this is one that Louis cannot really recommend. Oh dear. Freeze. The bugs are not bothered. Next up we have the sort of little sheer grub family, starting with the female sheer grubs. Valued at 1 Poco, you cannot lose Pikmin to them because they cannot eat your Pikmin, and we've defeated 46. Sheer grub, female. Himagia mandibulosa, mandiblard family. The males of this species are purple with black creatures with purple and black creatures with tapered mouths. Don't know why I read that wrong. While the females are lighter in color and lack an armored exoskeleton. As with most mandiblards, these creatures have regressed to the point where they both have lost both legs and wings. They can be seen crawling around on the ground and are believed to feed on vegetable extracts from the congealed fluids of expired Pikmin. Gross. They don't eat your Pikmin directly, but they do consume their fluids. For an unforgettable quiche, slice this creature up and mix with 4 eggs, 2 vine-ripened tomatoes, dried zucchini, and a generous handfuls of feta and Swiss. Bake until crusty and golden. This beast is most flavorful if caught and cooked just after laying its eggs. Come back. I want to look at you some more. You cannot eat these carrots, but you can crawl around with them, and we can petrify you. Next up, of course, we have the male sheer grub. Valued at 2 Pocos, we have lost no Pikmin to them, and we've defeated 26. Sheer grub, male. Himagia mandibulosa, mandiblard family. This specimen is a male sheer grub. Having lost both legs and wings, the male burrows into the soil and waits to ambush small creatures that pass by. This creature's mandibles can be dangerous, making creatures such as Pikmin easy prey. Indeed. Spread several specimens in the bottom of a casserole dish and layer with sliced avocado. Bake until the meat is choice and the cheese is lusciously browned. Indeed. And sheer grubs, male sheer grubs, are not nearly as annoying as they are in the first Pikmin game because they do not become invincible upon starting to eat a Pikmin. That's a good thing to know. And following this up, we have the sheer wig. Valued at 2 Pocos, we've lost 4 Pikmin to them, and we've defeated 40. Sheer wig, Himagia volaris, mandiblard family. Unusual for their genus, flying mandiblards have retained their wings. However, only the adult males of this species can fly. Females of this species spend most of their lifespan underground. They do not emerge for a period after maturation to spawn, but never metamorphose. I see. Grate this beast into a zest and whisk with sugar, cream, and chopped dark chocolate for a luscious, indulgent mousse that's a true culinary coup de grace. Enemy that's suited more for dessert, it seems. Interesting. Next, we have a similar sort of burrowing creature, the cloaking burrownid. We're 3 Pocos, we've lost 2 Pikmin to them, and we've defeated 20. Cloaking burrownid, Trilobitinus reclusiva, burrownid family. The snake-eye pattern on this beast's shell is one of the most distinctive features of the burrownid family. The red pattern of the cloaking burrownid and the spikes around its mantle make it easily identifiable while still making a representative specimen of the burrownid family. The shell on the cloaking burrownid's back also provides a frame that fixes its muscular structure in place, and appears to give the creature its powerful needle-launching attack. Boil in the shell with a pinch of salt until bright red, then serve piping hot with tartar sauce. Tartar sauce is pretty good, though can't imagine eating bugs with tartar sauce. Oh well. Next up, we have these horrible things. The Ravenous Whisker Pillar. Valued at 1 Poco, they can't defeat your Pikmin at all. And we've defeated 11 of them. Which, interestingly, I don't think we've ever encountered these things underground, so it is neat that they do include a Poco value regardless. The Ravenous Whisker Pillar. Lepidoptera plucius. Whisker Pillar family. As this species of insect has only recently been discovered, fully mature specimens have yet to be collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that the mature whisker pillars will be encountered anytime soon. Based on an active predation by Pikmin, it is believed that the whisker pillar's place in the food chain has not changed over time. So Pikmin are actually a dominant species compared to these guys. Delicious skillet seared or sauteed with scallions and a red Genovese sauce. I don't really know what that is. Also, these guys won't be too interested in the carrots, so we can shut up their disgusting squirmy noises and move on. Next up, we have the Anno Beetle, which always come in batches of like 40 million. We're 3 Pocos. We surprisingly lost no Pikmin to them, considering they are electric and will instantly kill Pikmin, and we've defeated 41 of them. Anode Beetle. Scarabum electrodea. Scarab Beetle family. This specimen is representative of an insect hybrid that uses electricity in addition to glycogen for its energy. Although difficult to confirm due to their microscopic size, tiny hairs on the creature's legs cause the friction that generates the electrical charge. The electrical charge is processed by this creature's internal machina battery structure, and then stored as a electrical field. As this field reaches critical levels, surplus electricity is emitted, resulting in a low voltage current that is transmitted between specimens. It can shock other creatures in their immediate vicinity. Considering this process, it can be surmised that the largest impetus to pack behavior is not so much for the synergic effect of producing as a pack as it is to take advantage of the most effective means of group preservation. That was a mouthful. Drain the electrical charge before boiling. Although it is possible to eat the anode beetle while it is charged, doing so may result in an unpleasant tingling sensation. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to get electrocuted while you're enjoying your dinner, if I'm being perfectly honest. Freeze. Next up, we have the Mitite. Valued at 1 Poco, they can't defeat your Pikmin, but they sure can scare them, and we've defeated 10 of them. For the longest time when I first played Pikmin on GameCube, I was actually missing this entry because I didn't know you could actually beat them. Really, the only way you can defeat a Mitite effectively is to use the purple Pikmin's stomp powers on them, because all other Pikmin will just kind of run in fear of them. Mitite, Mitivius infiltratus, unknown family. These parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that attracts females of a particular species, enticing these females to swallow the Mitite's whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike the scent. After entering the host female's body, the Mitites lay their own eggs inside the host's eggs just prior to the host spawning. So they purposefully get swallowed whole to lay their eggs inside of a host's eggs. That is another level of body horror I was not expecting from Pikmin. Flash fry with garlic and red chilies in a hot pan, then sprinkle with grated gorgonzola. Some diner guests may find the legs unappealing, so it's best to remove them before serving. And also, they kind of went back underground, so in order to observe them a little further, we have to refresh this. They're not going to be too interested in the carrots, but we can petrify them all the same. Next up, we have the Hermit Crawdad. Valued at 3 Pocos, we've lost no Pikmin to them, and we've defeated 11. Hermit Crawdad. Camabarus rustica, Crawdad family. Looking in the eyes and sickle-shaped legs characteristic of squillas, one would think this is a squilla relative. In fact, this is a relative of the hermit crab, which apparently hermit crabs just exist. in this world, or on Hokotate. This species, however, has migrated from seaside life into a shell and instead inhabits burrows in the ground. While its legs appear sickle-like, they are pincers that have evolved into a fin shape. This beast feeds on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. Indeed they do. Shuck from the shell, bake on high heat until crispy, then dip in a pot of melted milk chocolate. Lip-smacking sweet. Again, I'm not sure if I would really eat this thing with chocolate, but I'm not Louie. And also, we can't see it eat because it's in the water, but we can petrify it still. And next up, we have our friend the swooping snitch bug. Cannot defeat Pikmin, so it can't kill any Pikmin. It's valued at 4, and we've defeated 19. Swooping snitch bug. Scarapenica cursperens. Okay. Scarapenid family. The Scarapenids originally lived on the ground, sporting poorly developed vestigial wings. This species developed enlarged antennae that can be used as makeshift wings. Scarapenids are attracted by the sight of large groups of Pikmin in cavalry formation and will swoop down to seize them. However, Scarapenids do not eat Pikmin, and they will drop any seized Pikmin after a short time. The reason for this behavior is unknown, but I look forward to future research in the area. Okay. Remove the wings, marinate, and a well-marbled steak for several hours in a chipotle marinade, then charbroil to perfection. Bug steaks, yummy. Will you go after the carrots, I wonder? They do technically... Ah, there you go. Can't pick them up, but it can go after them, it looks like. And petrified. To the ground with you. And next we have its relative, the bumbling snitch bug. Valued at 4 Pokos, can't defeat Pikmin because it's not even interested in Pikmin, and we've defeated 6 of them. Feels like a lot more, honestly. The bumbling snitch bug, Scarapenica dufenia, Scarapenid family. This is a variety of snitch bug. Its most interesting characteristic is that it likes to snitch leaders. Yet borrowing wanton carelessness and incompetence, leaders are not easily captured. Well, you say that, but then you flash back to the episode where these guys gave me a lot of trouble and you would think otherwise. Any leader caught by this creature is clearly an idiot, which is why this creature is also known as the exposing snitch bug. There are several known varieties of snitch bugs, but research has stagnated despite being such an interesting species. Well, I guess scientifically, I'm an idiot, apparently. Remove the wings and discard the remainder of the beast. Enjoy the luxurious wafer-thin wings with a fine water dumple caviar. Apparently, Louie's not even interested in eating this one, really. Just interested in the wings. Okay. And it's not going to be too interested in the carrots, so 2 stone with you. Indeed. And now we have these guys. The careening Dirigibug. Valued at 4 Pokos. Surprisingly, we lost no Pikmin to them. I was pretty careful around those explosions. And we've defeated 8. Careening Dirigibug. Flotilium Circus Maximus. Okay. Dirigibug family. This creature floats effortlessly through the air using gas-filled balloons, which it has. Both its appearance and its nature are antagonistic, and it is the only variant of its species in the ecosystem. It may be best to consider the possibility that it somehow wandered into the ecosystem from an entire alien one. Positive proof does not exist at this point, but that is how this creature is currently classified. Don't even know where it came from, or how it got those balloons. Pull off the balloon-like air sacs, mince the meaty abdomen, and shape it into small cakes. Pan-sear the cakes until crusted, but be careful not to overcook the delicate meat. When ready to serve, garnish the plate with the vibrant air sacs. Even the most discerning dinner guest will be dazzled by the colorful presentation. Gonna throw some bombs for us? Dirigibug? Looking like it. Hey, we get some explosions. Nice. Now freeze! Oh, I actually forgot the bitter spray also freezes bombs. That probably would have been useful to know. Anyway, Moving on, we have the antenna beetle. These little suckers with a very loud noise that I hope is quiet enough for me to speak over. Valued at 5 Pokos, they can't defeat or attack Pikmin, and we've defeated 5 of them. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to shut up for a second. Antenna beetle, Mesmery Radio Contra, Kettlebug family. This creature is able to control the Pikmin by way of a peculiar frequency of its roar, but its only objective seems to be a defensive in nature. As it stops Pikmin from attacking and forces them to run away, this beast prefers humid, dimly lit environments and has been known to inhabit empty and discarded containers. Be quiet! For this reason, it's wise to thoroughly ventilate any specimens that are recovered. Lifting off with one of these creatures in the hold can lead to a rupturing of the specimen during decompression, resulting in an explosive mess. So not only are they just kind of annoying and loud, they also can just explode. Extract meat from the exoskeleton and sear on all sides in a hot wok to seal off the flavor. Top the dish off with a splash of spicy peanut sauce. Peanut sauce is great, but these things suck. Can't even carrot them. But we can freeze them and make them go away forever. Go away! Stop coming back. I demand it. Next, we have the lesser spotted jelly float. We can't collect them, so there's no Poco value, and they can slowly digest your Pikmin when they're inside of them, but we did not lose any Pikmin to them, and we've defeated 12. Lesser spotted Joey float. Cephalus dotitalium, jelly float family. This native jelly float is indigenous to the region. Unfortunately, it is currently endangered, and its habitat is being overwhelmed by hostile immigrant species. Like Captain Olimar, apparently, and Pikmin. Oops. Similar in taste and texture to gelatin, kinda gross, this jiggling mass of jelly can be sculptured into all kinds of creative shapes. As a bonus, it also doubles up as a professional grade hair gel. It's the perfect cool summer treat that can also style your hair. Yeah, gelatin is kind of a food that I tend to avoid because it's just kind of weird and gross in its origins. Let's see if we can get it to suck up some carrots, which it can't, but we can freeze it. Neat. And to finish off today's video, or at least the video that's being posted whenever this is getting posted, we have the graded spotted jelly float. With no value, has not defeated any Pikmin, and we've defeated 4 of them. Graded spotted jelly float. Cephalus vortexia, jelly float family. Vivid pink coloration is the most noticeable characteristic of this floating life form. This immigrant species is not native to the region, having appeared to have recently arrived on wind currents. The luminescent organ from its head attracts prey, which it then sucks up and consumes with the lower orifice. Unlike jellyfish, the jelly float's tentacles do not have nematocysts, so there is no danger of touching them. I guess Togotate has jellyfishes. Like a fine cheese, the aroma of this fluid floater can be oppressive, but its flavor must be experienced to be believed. Also makes an unforgettable non-dairy spread. So it's vegan, I guess? Or at least good for lactose intolerant people. I wouldn't be vegan because it's like a living thing, but I don't know, it's also a jellyfish, so it's kind of a weird subject. You can freeze. And anyway, like I said, that's going to call this one for right now. A bit shorter than last time, which is good. But the next couple episodes are going to have a few more specimens to cover in comparison, so those might also be fairly long. Anyway, until then, this is your good friend Sparky signing off for right now, and I will catch you later.